Hey everyone, thanks for joining today's video. Today's video is going to be kind of like a redo of the Covergirl first impression. So I was just editing a video for the Clean Fresh line for Covergirl and I just wasn't happy with it. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. That's just what happens sometimes. So I figured now that I already tried the product out, why not do kind of like a wear test? So I'll check in once or twice throughout the night just to let you know how the products are wearing on my skin. Just to give you a little background on my skin is oily, combination dry. So it's a little weird. I think my skin is just a little bit dehydrated in this area. I did put a little bit of a face oil on this area about 45 minutes ago just to let it set in the skin because that's typically where I get dry. Everywhere else does tend to get a little bit oily throughout the day. It's supposed to be lightweight, light to medium, buildable coverage, which is okay. Like I know a lot of people really liked the full coverage for a long time. I was one of them, but I really feel like, especially nowadays that we're really not going anywhere, but you know, now that I work in an office environment before the quarantine, I just like to go into the office because I don't see customers or anything like that with a little bit of like a bare or fresh face. So a tinted moisturizer, something with light to medium coverage is usually good for me, and that's what you're going to get from this foundation. So I'm going to show you how I like to apply it, and then I'll also show you some swatches of the cream blushes and the highlighting sticks, as well as the oil lip glosses. I think they're lip glosses. I am going to be using a Covergirl concealer just to kind of go with the flow of this video. I did want to mention this is not sponsored. They did send this to me for PR, but I'm going to tell you my own opinion anyway. Covergirl, I love you, but that's just how I am. Alright, so if you're interested in seeing how these products apply and how they wear throughout the day, then just go ahead and keep watching. So it came in a box like this. This is the PR box. Really cute. So I'm going to just start with the Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. And my color, I like to go with the light medium and the medium mixed together. So you can see the light to medium is probably more my skin tone, but I feel like it kind of washes me out, so I like to go with something a little bit darker. So I like to mix the two of these. The good thing about this product is you can see right through the container, so if you're in the drugstore trying to pick your color, it's pretty easy. If you're anything like me and like to just kind of shade up a little bit, you can do that, but because I have both of these, I am going to mix them. Alright, and so what I'm going to do is just put a little bit, ooh, that's a lot. I didn't mean to do that, so I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it over here, there, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the medium and do the same thing. Maybe I should try putting it on the back of my hand first so it doesn't go all crazy. I really liked this with a sponge, so I'm just going to go in with this sponge here and blend it in. As you can see, it really is skin-like. It's definitely not meant to give you a lot of coverage, so if you're looking for that, this is probably not the right product for you. I just like to go in with a light layer at first, and then you can build up on it, and I'll show you what that looks like. This also does give a blur to the skin, which I really like. If you know me or have been watching me for a while, you know that anything that blurs the skin, I'm into it. So that's just the first layer. As you can see, not a lot of coverage. I really like, especially nowadays, like I've been saying, like if you're doing like a virtual happy hour or anything virtual meaning for work, all you need is just to even out your skin tone. You don't need to look like you have a ton of makeup on. Like we're not going to the club, we're not going out and about. Even if I'm running errands, like I am totally cool with this. Put some concealer on and some mascara, maybe some brow gel, and run out the door, and I'm good. I feel like it's the no makeup look. I'm going to take a little bit more of the light medium just right here. A little more than I meant to on this side, but just so you can see, it is buildable, and this is usually what I call my problem area, so where I have a little bit uneven skin tone, so that just kind of evens it out a little bit, and I feel like it's perfect. I'm also not putting on a primer for this. When I do go to work, I don't always wear a primer. Some days I do, sometimes I don't. But if you want this to last a little bit longer, I would definitely say wear a primer. But just so we can see how this performs, I didn't wear a primer today. So yeah, I feel like that looks really pretty, really fresh, exactly what this is supposed to do. So now I'm going to go in with the concealer. This didn't come with the PR set. I already had this in my collection. This is the Buff Beige M150. Oh, duh. It's this concealer. What is this called anyway? Covergirl True Blend. I do like this concealer. I should keep it on my desk here so I can use it more often because I haven't been reaching for this. So I can't really give you my opinion. I mean, so far I like it. I haven't really had anything to complain about. So, but yeah, see, I mean, looks pretty. And the cool thing about this is with light to medium coverage foundations or whatever the product may be, whatever's left on your sponge from your concealer, you can go around and just kind of spot conceal. I usually like to get like right here in the creases of my nose, and then maybe like anything that's on my forehead, like if I have any redness peeking through or anything like that. I am going to go in and just set the under eye because we do have some cream products and I don't want to set that area and it get all cakey and nasty. So I'm just going to take a translucent powder and set my under eye. Alright, so we're going to go in with the blush. This one is 370 Butterflies, 330 Sweet Innocence, 350 Flushed, and 390 Ripe and Ready. These all do have like a sheen to them. I'm not going to say a shimmer because it's not really a shimmer, but let me show you what the swatches look like. These are the swatches when you first squeeze them out of the tube, and then you'll see what they look like kind of blended in a little bit. So in my first impressions video, I did use the 370 Butterflies first, so I am going to show you what that looks like. This one I think is a little more neutral on my skin, but I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I just like to put a little bit on the back of my hand and then do that. And then what I'm going to do is take my beauty blender or beauty sponge and dip into it and then go under the skin. Actually, that's kind of pretty. Maybe I just didn't use enough the first time. But you can see it does have a little bit of a glow to the skin, but not shimmer, if you know what I mean. What the heck is this? Oh, that is really pretty. I love that. I did use pretty much all of what was on the back of my hand, so I'm just going to go in with another drop and do the same thing for the other side. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Maybe like I said, I probably just didn't use enough in my first impressions video, which never went up because, you know, problems of a part-time YouTuber, but anyway. And I just like to take the other end of my sponge and kind of blend out the edges a little bit. So the other one that I did wind up going in on top was the Sweet Innocence. So it's this pretty, it looks like a bubblegum pink color, but it is a little bit more vibrant than the one that I have on. So it's this one right here. But I love the way that it looks on the skin. It's really, really pretty. Maybe let me just take a little bit of this one and put it on top just so you could see how it can amp it up a little bit. So see the difference there? So yeah, I feel like if you have oily skin, you're probably going to want to set this maybe with a translucent powder just so that it doesn't move around and you don't look too dewy throughout the day. That's how I would be. I would look like I have grease all over my face. It's just not a pretty look. But I really find that they're just very subtle. They're very pretty. They give off a nice fresh glow to the skin. So if you are someone with drier skin or just typically likes a dewy finish, this is definitely going to be for you. So now in with the cooling glow sticks. There's 4 shades here. I know there were a lot of questions about the transparent shade, and a lot of people didn't know what the purpose was for it. I personally think that there's a lot of things you can do with this. You can make yourself a glossy lid. You can set it down as a base for a powder highlight. You could, maybe you're somebody who really likes that dewy look and you just want that nice shiny look that us oily girls usually get and don't like. There's a lot of purposes for this. Maybe even use it as a lip balm. These do have a cooling sensation to the skin, which I find really, really cool. And I am going to insert swatches for you here. So I definitely like the gold one the best, but the pink one's really, really pretty too. I did find in my first impressions video that the pink one I did put on my nose and I felt like it was a little hard to blend out, but I don't know if that was just my skin or the way I applied it, or if it's just because it was on my nose. I didn't find that it was hard to blend out when I put it on my hand or my arm to swatch it, so I'm not really sure about that. The gold one, really, really pretty, is what I'm going to be using today. And then the Pink Thrill really reminds me of NARS Orgasm Blush. They even have a stick that looks just like this. So if you want an alternative, you can definitely pick this up. I do think that these are limited edition too, so I would definitely keep that in mind. Or I do think that Pink Thrill would be really, really pretty for deeper skin tones to give off that pink goldish kind of sheen. So let's go ahead and apply the gold one to the top of my cheekbone. Like, look how beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. It's so pretty, so glowy. People, again, that are more dry or like a more dewy look to the skin are definitely gonna love this product. And I think personally it's a great drugstore. Oh my goodness, are you kidding? Like, hello. So let's see, for the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and take the Opal Dreams, the pink one. Let's just put a little here and here. They smell good too. I can't think of what the scent of these are, but yeah, see, like, you can see that line I feel on my nose a little bit. So you just have to work a little bit more at blending this out. All right, and then for the lip oils, I'm going to insert some swatches here. I think these are gorgeous colors. I definitely think these are great for people who are trying to get into lipstick but aren't comfortable with either wearing lipstick at all or wearing lipstick that are bright colors. This is going to give you a nice wash of color without being too much. There's also a clear one. These are really, really nice for the lips. They're oils. They don't feel like a sticky gloss. They don't feel like a tacky oil. They feel really comfortable on the lips, and of course they're going to moisturize. Lip oils have been something that I'm really into lately. But for today, I'm going to go in with the shade 110 Quench. And I just feel like this is a perfect little touch of color for the lips. Like, you can see my natural lips against just the bottom lip here where I've applied it. It smells good. It feels good on the lips. And it's not too much. So if you wanted to wear this to work, you're good to go, girl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some bronzer because I just feel like I need bronzer on my face. So it would have been nice to see if they had a bronzing stick to go with the cooling glow sticks. I'm going to apply some bronzer, some brows, and mascara, and I'm going to come back and talk to you about the rest of the products and what I think. Alright, so I'm back with some bronzer, some brows, and some mascara. If you want to see how I quickly did these brows, I do have an Instagram video on it, and I also have a quick and easy makeup look that I just posted on YouTube that I feature this in, so definitely check that out. I'll leave a link down below. My thoughts on this is I definitely think it looks very pretty, very fresh, very lightweight, doesn't look overdone. I feel like this would be a perfect look for work days, or, you know, if you have to jump online, the virtual happy hour or the virtual meetings. I personally haven't been doing any virtual meetings. Definitely have been doing some virtual happy hours, but I think that this is just up my alley right now. I was a little unsure. Was I gonna like it? Was I not? What was it gonna be? I definitely think it does blur like it says that it does, and for me that's a huge plus. But I don't know how these wear throughout the day, so that's what we're gonna have to see. I will check in with you guys in a little bit, but I just wanted to give you my final thoughts and show you this final look, because that's what matters with these products. They can look great right right now, but if it's only gonna last a half hour, then what the frick is the point? But I did want to say, if you are oily, I was saying that you should set this with a translucent powder. I did not, because I just wanted to see how this would last throughout the day. If I feel like I need to, maybe later I might blot or do a little powder, but so far so good. And let's check in a little while. Right now it is 6:18 p.m. Eastern time, so I will be back in a little bit. All right guys, I am sorry if you can hear the music in the background. Pat's brother is doing like a virtual live DJ session. DJ Taven, what up? But I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what the products look like right now. Obviously I don't have the lip product on anymore. It is currently 9 o'clock on the dot, but I have to say, like, it looks pretty good. I definitely look a little more dewy, but I don't feel like I look super oily. I think my face still looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad dewy. It doesn't look like, oh, she needs to blot her face, which I normally feel like I do. And I feel like with the concealer, I got pretty good coverage. Overall, I feel like I'm pretty impressed with these products. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried these products. Let me know down below. Definitely leave a comment. And before you guys go, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And until next time, I will see you in my next video.